my line, I give you FaceTime. Hit that thing, you by the waistline. I know you're chasing the bag and you don't waste time. You look good, I need that FaceTime. You look good, I need that FaceTime. I need that FaceTime. Yeah, we always FaceTiming. You got me feeling right now. When people call, I'm blocking their calls to answer your calls. Texting you every day, FaceTime me right now. I'll call you like, baby, I really need to see you right now. FaceTime on the weekday, not only on the weekend. FaceTime on the weekday, not only on the weekend. You look good, I need that FaceTime. You look good, I need that FaceTime. I need that FaceTime. You alone, let's FaceTime.
Go to
let's FaceTime.
How can you be involved?
Call me on my FaceTime.
First class is definitely a different place than college. For the better, completely. Come back there, they got 10,000 kids. I don't know how you can hear the music through the shit. It's like crazy back there, right? And so I play one of my players.
I waste my time. I won't let her waste my time.
Right? But in first class is where I get the racism.
She sees me blinging around. Maybe she thinks that I'm just a cool man.
So you gotta understand, when you go in first class,
alright. No, you just wanna smoke weed and get drunk and go crazy. Don't lie, cause I don't mind. So I'm down for whatever ends up with you naked. It's alright, cause I don't bite. Have a good time. Rewind, reverse it, reverse it. I'm on it. Rewind, reverse it, reverse it. I'm on it. Rewind, reverse it, reverse it. Rewind, reverse it, reverse it. If you think you should front on, one more drink and I'm done. You and me through the front door. You got it, I'm on it, I want it. You know that I smoke weed and get drunk and blow cheese like it's nothing. Call me, I've been looking. Slow it down, we can't rush it. So if you do drugs and get drunk, it don't faze me. I don't mind.
Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2. Shout out to King Mexico and Nico and Nick CEO. Nico, what's going on, man? Shout out to both of y'all checking me out on IG. What up? What up? What up? Clubhouse room is now up and running as well. If you're in the Clubhouse room, feel free to hit me up as well. I want to talk to you all while we're here. We got Monique Elliott coming up in about 15 minutes, y'all. Monique Elliott's coming up in about 15 minutes. If you want to go ahead and send a record to me, we'd love to play your record. A little bit of music reviews. It is going down in another 30 minutes. We're going to do a little bit of music reviews as we get into the radio show coming up in about 4 hours away, y'all.
I got spread a good white round town. I got Tell just us down. I got Run, come get him right now. My price is way low. Flex on, let Luger. All my dogs, they shooters. Yeah. Back just left, we movers. Sold the 18 at Hooters. Pick 'em up, we recruiters. Security trap ain't no looters. Duffel bag full of that raw. No shooting, thanks solid.
Check, check, check. 1 2. Check 1 2 1 2.
Run, come get him right now. My price is way low. Hold up. Bet nobody pat down none of my shooters. Nobody. Bullets getting spread like a motherfucking rumor. Strap in my lap, big strap in my lap. I'ma hit first before you can bust back. Back in the lab cooking dope. Your man giving me throat. Cubans on my neck, no rope. Trap, move that dope. Gucci, Prada, done on a lot of. If you're looking for it in these streets, I got it. Double just touched down. I got the Spread a good white round town. I got the Double just touched down. I got the Run, come get him right now. My price is way low. Hold up. Bet nobody pat down none of my shooters. Nobody. Bullets getting spread like a motherfucking rumor. Strap in my lap, big strap in my lap. I'ma hit first before you can bust back. Double just touched down. I got the Spread a good white round town. I got the Double just touched down. I got the Run, come get him right now. My price is way low.
See a samba, I want a little bit of rumba. Now let me see a samba, I want a little bit of rumba. Now let me see a samba.
Girl, shake that thing. Girl, roll that thing. Girl, wind that thing. Girl, blind that thing. Girl, shake that thing. Girl, roll that thing. Girl, wind that thing. Girl, grind that thing.
Roll your waist and then you wind back, girl.
Can you say go down, 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 go down.
Roll your waist and then you back, girl.
Can you say go down, 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 go down.
You gotta wind that thing and roll them hips. Get low with it, mommy. Make the thing go dip, dip, dip. Nos vamos a casa, yo quiero todo contigo. Para la cama te sigo, yo quiero todo de mí. She like, ooh, you so nasty, girl. Shake that thing, and then she give it to me loca. Ella quiere que yo haga más loca, but if you don't mind, I'ma take my time and I ain't stop until this thing over. Rumba samba, este rumba samba, como calle 8. But the way you move it, tu cuerpo me tiene loco. Gotta wind that thing, gotta roll that thing. Baila conmigo, muévete por la pared.
Roll your waist and then you wind back, girl.
Can you say go down, 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 go down.
Roll your waist and then you back, girl.
Can you say go down, 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 go down.
Up in the dance, we are go jump and prance. We are go mash up the place to the rhythm of the bass. This is the air, me I make it real clear. Baby, you must go up on the rhythm of the air. Look, the gal of them are sweet, all of them me up on me. Nice up the dance, gal in the main a trance. All of them are gal of them I look real fine. Hold on to me, so me I forget a wine. Ease up the tension, not to mention. Hotter than the blazing sun. Gal a rough, gal a white, gal a shake, gal a grind. Gal a rough, gal a white, gal shake. Girl, grind, girl, shake that thing. Girl, roll that thing. Girl, wind that thing. Girl, grind that thing. Shake that thing, and then you wind back, girl. No to see you shake that thing, and then you wind down, girl. As it's a shake that thing, and then you wind back, girl. No to see you shake that thing, and then you grind down, girl. As it's a shake that, shake that, shake that, shake that thing, ding, 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 ding.
Girl, can you say go down, 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 go down.
Roll your waist and then you back, girl.
Can you say go down, 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 go down.
Roll your waist and then you wind back, girl.
Can you say go down, 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 go down.
want to see a samba. I want a little bit rumba. Now let me see a samba. I want a little rumba. Now I want to see a samba. Rumba. Now let me see a samba.
Monique Elliott coming up in about 15 minutes, y'all. Monique Elliott be in the building here.
Play it or slay it and move the crowd are heard each week exclusively on the radio show.
Unconditional love. Your love is superficial. It's artificial. It isn't real. Your love, it is a hollow, bitter pill swallow, and it makes me ill. I don't believe in frogs you give kisses or fairy tale princes or storybook endings. Now waiting for a hero to save me, 'cause I don't need saving, and I'm not your baby. So no, I don't want your love, no, I don't need your love. The only thing I'm looking for is unconditional love. I don't want your love, no, I don't need your love. The only thing I'm looking for is unconditional love, 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 love. Unconditional love, 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 love. You are nothing but a trickster. You're a great pretender. Just make believe. You think you're a life changer, so full of danger, but it's all a dream. I don't believe in everything I'm told. There was nothing but fool's gold at the end of your rainbow. Now waiting for a hero to save me, 'cause I don't need saving, and I'm not your baby. So no, I don't want your love, no, I don't need your love. The only thing I'm looking for is unconditional love. I don't want your love, no, I don't need your love. The only thing I'm looking for is unconditional love. No more pretend. Your love is worn out. Your spell is broken. This is the end. So no, I don't want your love, no, I don't need your love. The only thing I'm looking for is unconditional love. I don't want your love, no, I don't need your love. The only thing I'm looking for is unconditional love.
Shout out to my man. Shout out to my folks checking me out on Facebook right there. Shout out, man. Shout out. What up, Big Fever? Big Fever checking me out on Facebook. You can too, man. Anybody that's checking me out on Facebook, please leave a comment. We love to read those, man. We got Monique Elliott coming up in the next few moments here. We're going to be talking to her about mental health. That's right, y'all. Mental health. Radio show pop-up interview. Don't forget the radio show is coming up in about 4 hours from now with myself, MD, Britta, living next to Human Chandelier. We'll make it happen for you tonight, man. We are strictly independent pop and R&B music, y'all. Let's go.
The sweetest sound, thinking of you. Thinking of you. Addicted to this feeling I found when I'm with you. When I'm with you. Like a good old memory right in the back of the car. When you're with your family, ask your mama turn the radio. When you're with your family, ask your mama turn the radio up. She got the melody, I'm falling on a trip. When you put it like this, she is good music. When I'm with you, I can feel it. Hear this rhythm. She is good music. When I see you, all around I feel the music. Her repertoire. When I hear you, I feel the song. me with your voice, girl. Addicted to this rhythm she got. I can't stop, ooh, ain't got no choice. I wanna rock with you. I wanna roll to the rhythm, so I roll. Wanna roll with you. You're my favorite song playing on my playlist. Just can't get enough. Ooh, your words are just the sweetest kiss. Lyrics from your lips. She's good music when I'm with you. I can feel it. Hit this rhythm. She's good music when I see you. All around I feel the music. Her repertoire. Music. Good, 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 good. Yeah, 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 good, 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 good. Everybody say music, inspiration. You can feel it. She got that good music, inspiration. You can feel it. She got it. She is good music. When I'm with you, I can feel it. Hit this rhythm. She is good music. When I see you, all around I feel the music. Her repertoire. Music, music, music. She got it, she got it. She got it, she got it. She got it, she got it.
Baby, baby. Just say, till me dead God, till me not breathe.
Monique Elliott coming up in just a little bit, y'all. Don't move.
Everything you done for me, baby, I love you truly, truly. Me nah leave you, baby, nah leave you. Solid as a rocky, concrete, concrete. Everything you done for me, baby, I love you truly, truly. Me nah leave you, baby, nah leave you. Solid as a rocky, concrete, concrete. Yeah. Me want you, I know ain't girl, come here, baby, I saw me call you. If you cool, this a love it that we want you. Have to take caution, I won't want you, baby. Me swear say me would not harm you. I no money what they use and bribe you. Come in a me like clap down and do life so. If you want a husband, baby wife you. You're pretty sexy, you look nice so. Future bright like the teacher them a mind you. Sky at the limit and me dead right beside you. Looking at me eyes, me I tell you so. Everything you done for me, baby, I love you truly, truly. Me nah leave you, baby, nah leave you. Solid as a rocky, concrete, concrete. Everything you done for me, baby, I love you truly, truly. Me nah leave you, baby, nah leave you. Solid as a rocky, concrete, concrete. Yeah. Slowly but surely, give me look good and baby. Try know me, when me shoot me no miss mellow and no Kobe. Yeah. Me own you, and you own me, baby. Me nah give you no story. If I be yourself, then I'll let you own me. We promise I would have never live lonely. That's why me I tell you proudly. Everything you done for me, baby, I love you truly, truly. Me nah leave me, baby, nah leave you. Solid as a rocky, concrete, concrete. Everything you done for me, baby, I love you truly, truly. Me nah leave me, baby, nah leave you. Solid as a rocky, concrete, concrete. Hear me no baby, turn up so young draw near me. Me sweetheart, me sugar, me honey. No let me go, young.
Okay, Monique, can you hear me?
I can. Can you hear me?
Yes, I got you.
Crimes and Pharisees who don't love me. Trust me, you know if you don't. Everything you done for me, baby, I love you.
How are you today, Mr. Dundee?
You're doing just fine.
Good.
Everything you done for me, baby, I love you truly, truly. Me nah leave you, me nah leave you. Solid as a rocky, concrete, concrete. Baby, baby, baby.
Don't forget Get the Radio Show starts in T-minus 4 hours and counting. If you want to go ahead and get on tonight with myself, MD, Britta 11X, the Human Chandelier, it is going down tonight. Tonight, 9 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, 12 a.m. Eastern here on the Radio Show, man. But we do have a pop-up interview, which we're about to get to in just a few moments. Again, phone lines always open, 966-793-0900. Plus, you can always go to keyword DA Radio Show on all social media platforms. I am feverishly running around and checking all of those platforms out. And when we're about to do all that right now, while I check out those platforms, we're going to get inside of Move the Crowd, pop-up interview style. We're going to make it happen for you. It starts not now, but right now, like this.
Yeah. Get closer to your speakers. Yeah. It's time for the radio show, Move the Crowd.
That's right, pop-up interview style inside of Move the Crowd right about now is what we do ever so well around here, is taking artists or an individual off stage and bring them backstage to get to know them more on an up-close and personal level. And joining us somebody is somebody who I had a chance to catch up with at one of the red carpet events here in Los Angeles at the Super Bowl, one of the Super Bowl parties many I had a chance to attend to. She is a television personality of Preacher's Daughter Season 2, a sports entertainment consultant, licensed clinical social worker, CEO, and producer of an upcoming show called Mind Health Matters. We got Monique Elliott in the building. Monique, how you doing?
Hey, Dundee, I'm great. How are you?
No, I'm doing very well this evening. So let's go ahead and dive into what's going on with you.
Let's dive.
Yeah, let's do it. And as far as sports and entertainment, what's going on in that world? Well, you know what? Hold up here. We're joined by somebody else. Who is this? Who's Glenn and Lawana? Who is that? Are those your people? Are those your people?
They done popped in. That's ex Super Bowl champion, my father. Instead of calling, he has popped in.
Oh, he popped in. Okay, all right. Well, I tell you what. Hold on. We gonna start over. Okay, we gonna start over because he's on here now. Okay, all right. So okay. So you popped in. Okay, so we gonna start this whole thing over. So I tell you what, Dad, since you here, we're gonna keep you here. All right.
All right.
Okay, so let me go ahead and redo some cameras now. Okay. Let me redo some cameras. I didn't know you were coming. How you doing, sir?
All right.
Oh, good. Okay. So this is gonna actually be a first for us. We're gonna interview your daughter, and at the same time, we're gonna have you during the interview. All right.
Whoops.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. Now who is Kelliot? Who's Kelliot? Who is that now?
Okay, Elliot, that's my husband.
That's your husband. Okay, so he popped in too. Okay, so hold up here. All right, so I tell you what, we're gonna bring your husband in too. All right. So we're gonna bring your husband in too. Okay. Now give me a second. Now okay. Now you gave the wrong phone number out.
Deal here.
Oh yeah. Well, I didn't know it was gonna be a family reunion either. So give me a second and let me set up my cameras. I didn't realize all you all were gonna be on here. So what we're doing is the first here on the radio show. We're gonna let the family witness the interview while we doing it. Okay. Okay. Now what we should have done, I should have gave you a phone number so everybody can call in. All right. Not this number wasn't supposed to be out to everybody. Okay. So I should have gave you the phone number for them to get on. All right.
Yes, so they had it. They had the phone.
He told me after this was done, I would be able to get some kind of loan or something.
Oh, some type of loan. Oh, okay.
Who was I supposed to talk to?
Okay. Well, I can tell you, you probably sitting on more money than I am, so I'm not the one to talk to. So I'm not that guy. I promise you that you might have a few more dollars more than what I got. So let me go ahead and set this up here.
Yeah, let's put if I got more than you have, I'll pray for you, man.
Well, you know what? I can use the prayer. Thank you. I need that right now. Thank you very much. Let me go ahead and set this camera up for you because I didn't know you guys were all going to be on here. So we're gonna cap it at 3. We're gonna cap it at 3 and leave everybody else in the
That's fine.
In the green room.
They're supposed to call in.
Yeah, we'd have them get on a Keyword DA radio show on like Instagram or even in the clubhouse room.
Absolutely.
They can listen there. Okay, so let me readjust your cameras. Actually, let me see if I can do it like this to save me some time. Okay, let me do it like this. Can I do it like that? Yeah, I can do it like that. And let me see if I go back here. If I can go back and just kind of go back to what I had. And now I want to readjust everything. No, that's not it. Where are you at now? Are you at 3 or 2? I'm up here. Now, how's this looking? Okay, that's it. Okay, that's you. Okay, hold up here. Let me fix these cameras. So if I move you to 3. I'm sorry, I'm doing some production work as we go along here.
Let me know, love, if we need to do it. If he needs to do a call in, that's fine.
Yeah, we'll hold up here. I'm getting there. Give me a few moments here because we have our our Roku channels and all that. So I got to make sure you look right for that. So I just want to make sure.
Oh, I appreciate it.
Yeah. Got to make sure you look right for that. Everything we do is for TV. So you know that.
You know it. You already know.
Yeah, you know that. Big time. So give me here. Let me readjust all these things here. There we go.
This is nice, man. I appreciate this, man.
Oh, no problem. No problem. No problem at all. We're going to leave you right there. Get your head right here. Make sure I got some headroom for you. You know about the headroom and all that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, make sure I got enough headroom for you.
Don't cut off my forehead.
Yeah, we don't want to do that. Yeah, we need that. We need that. Yeah, we need that. Okay, there. Now, what I will tell you is this, that while I'm setting everything up, the interview is going to last approximately 10 minutes. And then we're going to play a little game. Are you following any of the entertainers out there and going through like mental health problems? Are you following any of those people?
I am.
Okay. Well,
yes.
We're going to play a little game. I'll have them sit in your chair and you're going to get paid a fictitious $500 an hour to analyze them for us.
Okay.
Okay. We'll let you do
all
that
right.
too.
You name the name and then name the name and we're going to do some things.
Okay. All right. We're going to name some names.
I was a compensation man at an energy company. $5 an hour, that's a little shaky, man.
That's a little shaky there?
Yeah, he said 500.
No, I said $500 an hour.
You thought he said $5?
Oh, no. $500 an hour. What she making?
My hair get twisted.
Debbie said, if you said $5,
$500 an hour. $500 an hour. I just assume that's the going rate right now is $500 an hour. I mean, I could be a little off on my math there.
Absolutely. A little low on certain things.
Am I a little low?
If we don't see them personally, if we don't see them one-on-one, I want to do some healing. We got some things to do. I can't wait. Let's talk. Let's talk.
Okay, we're going to do it here. Let me just go ahead and last camera. All right. Last camera. There we go. All right, cool. All right, cameras are all set. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Very good. Let me go ahead and powder my nose right quick, and then we're gonna start it again. We're gonna pretend like we starting over from the top here.
Okay.
All right, and we're gonna stop that there, and we're gonna take 2. And action. All right, y'all, the radio show's in the building. It's going down tonight. Don't forget, if you want to get on and check out the radio show coming on 9 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, 12 a.m. Eastern. Myself, MD, and Britta living next to Human Chandelier will be on tonight playing the hottest independent music from all around the world, man. So what's going down tonight? Check your local listings. And you can come right here on these social media platforms that you're on right now. Just come right here and stay right here. Enjoy that ride throughout the evening. All right. So we'll get inside of Move the Crowd right about now and talk to someone who's doing her thing. And we're going to bring her up right now like this.
Yeah. Get closer to your speakers. Yeah. It's time for the radio show, Move the Crowd.
And we inside of Move the Crowd right about now. It's real simple. We take in artists or some individuals that's doing their thing off stage and bring them back to the stage to get to know them more on an up close and personal level. Joining us is somebody who I had a chance to catch up with on the red carpet here in Los Angeles during the Super Bowl. And her credits include she is a television personality of Preacher's Daughter Season 2, a sports and entertainment consultant, licensed clinical social worker, CEO and producer of an upcoming show, Mind Health Matters. We have Monique Elliott in the spot. Monique, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing good, Dundee. I'm just tickled and honored to be here with you and Radioland tonight.
Very good, very good. So you let's start with the sports and entertainment. Now, what do you do in that industry there?
In that industry, I do consulting with athletes. We also look at transitions. And so what that looks like is you're playing the sport, but what are you going to do after? Mm-hmm. And so we're looking at transitions also emotionally, because what can take place is a depression can hit an athlete because they've been in a limelight, they've been in a certain position, and then it's gone. Mm-hmm. And not that that's what drives them, but you'll start finding that they're saying, what is my next step? What is my next part of this purpose, right? Mm-hmm. So I work with athletes. I work with entertainers in the sense of dealing with mind health, because everybody has spots in their lives where they're having, at times, ups and downs. And you may see us smiling on the red carpet. You may see people just having a good time, but everyone is human, Dundee. Right. And we forget that. We forget that about entertainers. We forget that about people you see on your television or, on your streaming. You forget that they are human.
Mm-hmm. Well, I guess that's true because, we look at them and, we look at them as far as TMZ is following everybody around and everybody is popping bottles and living that best life. But I guess you don't really realize that there is someone that's going through, mental problems, which you specialize in helping people at. And I guess as far as athletes are concerned, now I guess I'm starting to see a lot of them doing something. I see a lot of, particularly the quarterbacks, they're getting on television and even though they're not in the game, they're still around the game. And you see a lot of ex-athletes now kind of doing different things to stay in the game, kind of from doing at some other capacity. I know it's not the same, but how do you go about, sending that message to them when it's finally over?
Well, it's amazing you're even saying this, Dundee, because I have my hands in different, as they were, pots in a way. And one of those is I'm collaborating with the CEO of Fast 5 Football. Mm-hmm. And he has created an opportunity for ex-athletes to come and do hard play, hard touch, hard play football as a franchise. Mm-hmm. and giving them something to do. He was talking to me. He's an ex-quarterback with the 49ers. And he was just saying when they retire or when they're let go, even for an injury, they still want to throw the ball. They still want to be a part of that, a part of being, as it were, on the field, just having a good time. They still miss that. So it's incorporating that as well, but also being able to go on to other parts of entrepreneurship, whether you're getting into investments or whether you're, getting a restaurant or you're settling down with family. There's just a lot of avenues, and we think of only one part of it. There's more to you, even, Donnie. There's more to me than just one thing. We're not just one-dimensional.
Right. Well, I understand that. And that's good information that you're spreading there. Now you're out of the game, and it's this football league that you're starting. Is that more sort of like, I guess, sort of like a big three for football players, where the big three is where the ex NBA players can go and still play and still have that competition in their life? Is that sort of like what this football league is considered?
Absolutely, but it's going to be 5-on-5. And what you have there is it's going to be the first franchise that is actually fan owned or fan based, where they're able to have ownership, you know, in their own football league. So I'm excited about that. And we're going to be doing it as a reality show as well. So people will be trying out Dundee for the team. So we will be going around to different states, and they will be trying out for the team. And that'll be done live.
Now, what's the requirements for that? Do you got to be an ex-football NFL player, or can an average Joe walk off the street and get in this league?
Well, he can walk off the street, but I don't know if he's going to get in the league. What I'm saying is he needs to, you know, it's going to be, there's so many people that have gotten college scholarships, Dundee, that just didn't, you know, and that's okay, make it to the NFL, you know, or to the next level. So you'll find that there'll be people that are still in shape, young people, you know, we're looking in early 20s probably to, if you still got it going on, you know, early 40s. So there's no age on it. It'll just be in the sense of being in shape and being able to catch or throw a ball.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, that sounds good. That sounds good. It sounds like something I'll take a look at. You guys got a television contract already for that, or are they going to be
No, we're working on that right now. Looking for a producer. We're excited about it. And it's Fast 5 US. So FAST, the number 5.US. You can see everything there.
Okay. All right. And we'll definitely be on the lookout for that show coming out real soon. Now speaking of shows that's out, Preacher's Daughter Season 2. Tell me about that show.
We filmed that actually 5 years ago, and it really was showcasing, or it was around my oldest daughter, Victoria. And just some of the things that kids go through who grow up with a parent that is a preacher. And so that was a very interesting time, just being with her. You know, therapists, we go through things as well, and you can't give therapy to your own children. Listen, you can try all you might, it just don't work, Dundee.
You can't. Well, you know what? That's a reason of an interesting question. When you need therapy, where do you go? Who do you turn to? Who do you talk to?
There are therapists. Listen, there are therapists for the therapist,
really?
And I'm not ashamed to say it. Okay, I did not tell you we were all human. Did I tell you we were all human? Absolutely.
Wow. I guess I never would have thought about the therapist needing therapy. You know, that's something that would have even crossed my mind. But I guess you would need therapy for your lives. Now, how do you handle your children? How do you go about parenting? You know, how do you go about doing that? And are you using your skills as a therapist to? I hope your kids ain't listening. Are you? I don't want to give away any tricks of the trade.
They're grown. They're all right. They're grown.
Oh, okay.
They're grown now.
Well, how did you handle them when you were raising them?
I have to say I enjoyed my children, but there were days I didn't, and that's where the plus came in. What I'm saying is you have to be honest about it. If you sit here and I sit here and tell you that parenting is the best thing ever every day, I wouldn't be telling you the truth. There are ups and downs, and the main thing is listening. So I felt I was a good listener. You know, they'll come on, they're honest. They'll tell you, I have two daughters. They'll tell you themselves, but overall, I enjoyed being a mother. I enjoy it still, being a mom. And my biggest advice would be to remember you were young too. Right. And sometimes we forget we were their age. We act like we've been adulting all of our life. We just had it going on, that we never had any issues or ran into anything. And so we have to remember, and I said it even on the show during that time, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. If many times, either you or your partner or your husband or wife, that apple fell right off of one of those trees. What I'm saying is the personality you're having the hardest time with your kids is usually the one acting like you.
Oh, so you think so it's your mini me that you have the most problems with? Oh, I wouldn't have thought of that. Okay, I thought the mini me, if you were a good person, would be the easiest one, but I guess the mini me would probably be the hardest one, huh?
The mini me can be hard because the same person, when your parent was fussing with you, you're doing some of that same stuff that's coming out of the mini me.
Wow. Wow, that's interesting. That's good information to know. That's good that all you parents out there checking this out now, you know what's up. You know what I'm saying? She's spreading some wisdom for you. All right, let's talk about Health Matters. My Health Matters. Tell me about that.
Dundee, I'm so excited about this show. And one of the reasons is because I believe that mind health should be daily. Mm-hmm. That means I believe in taking a checkup. So what that looks like is as you're going through your day, you need to just take a breath, take some time and figure out, am I feeling overwhelmed? What is this looking like for me today? That could be at work, that could be at home, that could just be going about your daily tasks. Why is that important? Because you can get triggered. There are things that can trigger you, especially when you're overwhelmed. Let's say you have appointments back to back to back. You have to take a little break in between that time. Why? Because you have to get your mind together. You have to get your emotions together. I want to say this. There are a lot of things going on in our country and outside of our country. We can look at the news right now and see all the things that are happening. And that can be overload as well, okay? So you have to be able to learn some tools. And I feel that mind health is going to help with that. I interview different people that come on and I talk to them and they talk to me, and we leave some tools for you to just take with you for the day, okay? Or take with you for the week that can help you lower your anxiety or help with your depression or even your health, your body health. So I have nurses on, I have community leaders on. There are different people that are coming on to give some good wisdom and advice on how to help your triggers.
Now, definitely, we got Monique Elliott on. She's a television host as well as entertainment consultant and licensed social worker in the whole nine. And we're inside a pop-up interview here on the radio show, Dundee Making It Happen Tonight. Don't forget, you can check out the radio show coming up at 9 o'clock Pacific Standard Time with myself, MD Britta 11X, the human chandelier as well. We'll be making it happen for you tonight. Now, Monique, you just mentioned that you have a lot of people from different walks of life come on that show and talk about mental health, and they do spread a few words of wisdom and spread some ways of how to cope. Give me two things that someone has said or even you have even prescribed to somebody who's going through mental problems. What can they do to overcome it?
Sit down and acknowledge your feelings. So the main thing that can happen to us is we can ignore the signs in our bodies, the signs in our spirit, our mind that we're hurting or we're anxious. Sit down and don't be afraid to say, I'm hurting or I'm upset or I'm worried. So the first thing is to literally identify, acknowledge, right? So you're going to acknowledge that I'm feeling a certain kind of way. Then after you acknowledge that, Dundee, I'm telling the audience, sit down and find out why you're feeling this. Why are you feeling this? Did something happen? Or did a thought take place, right? Because sometimes it may not even be something that happened today. It may be a thought from way back and it just came into your mind and you're not feeling good about who you are. And then if you cannot solve that, it's okay. That's what we're here for. That's what your therapists are here for. And so that's something I do tell my clients. I also tell them, take time to get a journal or even jot down things in your phone. What do I mean by that? Write down solutions to situations. So you may be having a problem with saying no to people. Part of that is a lot of our problem. We overbook. Or we're afraid we're feeling guilty or feeling bad if we tell somebody no. It's okay to say no. It's okay to say, I can't do it today. It's absolutely all right. And I'm going to tell you something. If the person you're saying no to doesn't understand that, you don't need to be around them much anyway.
Well,
you really don't, because why? There is shared boundaries. We're going to share our burdens and we're going to set boundaries, I want to say. So part of saying, no, I can't do it, or maybe later, is setting a boundary, because you're doing self-care. So that's my number 2 to you. Set boundaries and do good self-care for yourself.
very good. Very good. We are talking about mental illness out there that's in the world right now. Again, if you got a question for Monique, she's here for just a few more moments here. Get at us at Keyword DA Radio Show on all social media platforms. She'll be more than happy to help talk to you. Anybody got a question, please feel to comment. We're here for the next couple of minutes here. We're going to play a quick little game on some folks that are facing some mental health issues, and we're going to let you pretend like, Monique, have these people come lay on your fictitious couch. You are charging them. Is Daddy still there? Daddy still there?
Daddy's still there.
Daddy's still there? Okay. Daddy, we charging them $500 an hour. $500. $500 an hour. All right. $500 an hour. So you can go ahead and have them come sit down in your daughter's chair and give them some mental health counseling. All right. So I'm gonna put some people on the screen here. And then you can see both of our faces on my screen right now. So I'm going to put some people on the screen, and we're going to go one person at a time. And I want you to tell me your thoughts and what you would tell this person if they came and laid on your couch. So
I'm not going to do any diagnosing on the show.
No.
I just want to be clear. I gotta say that.
Yeah. No diagnosing.
Just some words.
Just some words. If they came in there, because they only spending 1 hour with you. That's $500. That's chump change. So if they happen to come in there and you give them 1 hour, what should they do? So let me put a person on the screen here. So the first person we're going to talk about is. Oh, she is that's Chelsea Chris. That's Miss USA. She recently passed away.
Dear God.
She was facing some issues, obviously, and she's no longer with us. So if she came to visit you, what would your thoughts be on her?
I want to know, does she have a safe place? So what I would be asking her, do you have a good friend? Do you have a safe person around you? And safe isn't only physical. Safe is emotional. Do you have someone around you that you can tell that you're hurting, or that you're overwhelmed, or that you're suicidal? Never be afraid. And this is what I want to say to all of us who are around friends that we may not really know if they are hurting. You can ask them, do you want to harm yourself? Are you thinking about it? Are you suicidal? You can ask that. It is not going to put a thought in their mind. If they're not suicidal, they're going to usually tell you. But I'm going to say this, if they are, they're more willing to come back to you because you were open enough to ask it. And they would feel that you are a safe place. So I would ask her that. And then I would see her, I would take a depression scale with her, and then I would see where she's at, because I probably would have her go into a place. Okay. Yeah, it's funny you mentioned that, and you saying that you would ask them if they're suicidal, because I work with kids, and if they're feeling that way, that's one of the questions that we ask them. Are you feeling suicidal? And then we watch them and watch their body language. Sometimes that can tell you if something is going on with them and things of that nature. So I was able to understand where you just came from with that, because that's some things that we do on my daily job. so we that's one thing that I do. Let's go ahead and bring on another person here. Second person for you is right here. Wendy Williams. You can see she's going through a lot right now. She's hurting. She's hurting a lot. Yeah. What would you tell her? I tell her that I tell her to write a letter. I would have her writing with me, and she would tell whomever is hurting her emotionally in in her mind, in her spirit. I would have her just be honest with them, because sometimes you don't have the strength at that moment to talk to someone face to face who has hurt you. Mm-hmm. But I'm telling you, you can write a letter to them and you can let them know. Many times that inner pain is there because you're not getting it out of your body. Mm-hmm. You have to get that pain out of you, and you can't numb it with drugs. You cannot numb it with alcohol. That's temporary. Mm-hmm. That's temporary.
And that's what so many of us
covering it up. That's right. It's covering it. And so I would have her, first of all, cry. She needs to have permission to cry.
To cry.
She needs to cry. Do you know some people hold things in? They feel that it's weakness to cry. And men especially.
Yeah, men do that especially.
Men especially, but there are women that don't cry easily. What I mean by easily is they're trying to be tough. All of that is suppressing, is pushing down inside of you. It causes ulcers, heart attacks, strokes. When you have suppressed anger and suppressed pain, it can mess with you physically.
Right.
So I would just let her write and talk and cry. And then we would work on forgiveness, because you can only hold anger so long.
Okay.
You have to forgive and move forward.
So you had a nice long one from Wendy Williams, man. Shout out to her. And I know she's going through right now a lot. And we wish her the best in what she's doing. All right. Let's bring in another person real quick. We got 3 more people, and then we'll wrap this puppy up, okay? Next person, Meta World Peace. Meta World Peace. Now, he has a well-known documentation. It's well known that he's gone through mental issues throughout his life, and he's doing rather well, in my opinion, and what's going on for far as I see. What would you tell Meta World Peace if he happened to come and see you on the couch?
I'm going to talk to him and make sure he surrounds himself with positive people that are not bringing him back to places he doesn't need to be. And sometimes we surround ourselves, even in the field, okay, meaning in the sports arena, what have you, with people who are not healthy for us. Mm-hmm. And so I would make sure that he's with those individuals. I'm not going to sit here and say that I need to see a person first, but I want to talk about this. If you have any disorder that has been diagnosed and you may need medication, don't stop taking it. Please take your medication. Stop trying to self-medicate. There's a reason. If you were diabetic, or if you had heart illness or anything and the doctor told you to take a medication, most of the times you would do it. Or your family members would encourage it. But as soon as there is a mental health crisis or an issue, people are saying, oh no, stay away from that. And it's not good. That's not good advice. Listen, the mind is connected to the body. They're not separated. So it's okay, because some people have chemical imbalances, Dundee.
Right.
It's just literally born with it. And it manifests itself usually in late teens or early 20s. So if you're supposed to take a medication, by all means, take it. If it can help you function at your best level, that's what we need to do.
Okay, what about for those people out there? I ain't taking no medicine, man. I ain't taking the vaccine. You don't know what it's going to do to your body. You know, it might mess up your body and have you die at the age of 60, and that's it. So what do you say to all those people that don't want to take medicine?
I say, at a point, stop complaining about it. I'm just going to be real. Stop complaining that you have an issue if there's a solution. If you have a solution to it, talking about it is not going to cure it. Meaning there are sometimes it has to be a combo, Dundee. It has to be medication and talk and working through the issue that you have.
Okay. All right. Let's bring on another person right here. 2 more to go. Let's see here. Who do we have here with the magic button right here? Kanye West. As you can tell, as you know, he is going through a lot with Kim and writing diss records about him and her and Pete Davidson, who she's currently allegedly dating now, and he's going through a lot, I guess, from the breakup, and he's known to be on and off his medication from dealing with mental illness as well. So what would you tell Kanye if he came to sit on your couch?
Dundee, you already know, I just said it. If the medication is working, that's what we need. I'm not here to force that on anyone. Everyone has the power of choice. But I do know that if a person is not operating on their best health wise mentally, you can't reason. There's no reasoning really there if you're not stable. So at that point, I would just say, I'm going to care for him because I think he's a brilliant man. I think he's very brilliant, as smart as can be. But remember, I told you there can be chemical imbalances.
Right.
And so if you need medication, I just recommend you be on it. I know there are side effects for some people, I'm gonna be honest. And so what I always recommend for my patients, my clients, is to tell the doctor right away. There are so many different medications now. Right. There are newer ones. They're not like the ones back in the day, okay? There are better ones and newer ones that don't have those extreme side effects.
Okay. All right. And last one here, person we need to talk about real quick before we move right along. Britney Spears. As you know, Britney Spears has been going through a lot as well, have a conservatorship, which she has allegedly won the court case over. All her fans were out celebrating on the streets, but she's going through a lot of issues as well mentally. What would you tell Britney Spears if she came to lay on the couch?
I think with Britney, we're going to have to deal with some childhood trauma. I believe I believe that a lot of mental health issues come from some trauma in our lives, okay? So I would just talk with her and find out, again, if she's in a safe space around people who she feels aren't using her, who actually care about her rights. Right. Just because you have a mental illness does not mean you shouldn't have rights. I have to say that. Sometimes we treat people with a mental illness as if they don't have any type of sense or knowledge, or as if they need all these people around. No, that is not the truth. You get them stable, you get them strong, you get them around individuals who care about them as a human before celebrity. Okay, human first. Right. Before what you have or what you can give me, what you bring, right? Right. These are just people just like you and I. They just happen to be more in the spotlight. So I would definitely just want to gain all of their trust. Everyone we've talked about, it's about gaining trust. Hold on 1 second, Monique. Hold on 1 second, Monique. You froze. With them. Well, hold on, Monique. You froze for a second there. Let me see if we can get you to catch up here. Okay, you kind of moving a little bit now. I don't know what happened all of a sudden. Okay, there you go. Okay, now continue that point. Here. Oh, now you frozen again here. Yeah, mainly I was. Oh, now you froze totally. Uh-oh. Oh, man. Okay, either we in a bad, one of us is in a bad area, or it's or something. Maybe we could. I tell you what, we were almost finished with that. I tell you what, let's. Oh, you froze totally now. Is that me? No, my levels are green. Is that me? Okay, there you are. There you are. Can you hear me? Monique? Yes, I can hear you. Okay, yeah, your screen is frozen. I can hear you. Yeah. Okay. Do you just want to talk to me? Yeah, we could just talk here. I tell you what, we'll just stop right there. See? And what I'm going to do now, I want to bring in, because your father's been sitting there patiently throughout the whole interview. So I'm going to go ahead and bring your dad in real quick here, because he's been sitting there patiently. Glenn, how you doing, Glenn? How you doing, sir? Go ahead and unmute your mic for me. Gene. Oh, Gene. I'm sorry, Gene. How you doing, sir? Go ahead and unmute your mic for me on your phone. I'm good. Okay, very good, sir. Let me go ahead and fix your camera here. So we just went through the whole interview right there, other than a little technical issue at the end there. And first of all, I want to ask you, how did I do?
Excellent.
Okay.
I'm proud of her too. That was nice.
Very good.
Thank you, Dad.
Very good.
Very good. Now, she said you played in the NFL. Who did you play for?
I played for the Redskins.
Oh, okay.
Now they changed the name, but anyway, Washington.
Yeah. The Washington. What do they call themselves now? I forgot what they call themselves now.
Commanders or something, but they changed it to it.
Yeah. So, I mean, we interviewed your daughter there. So what did you think? Tell us.
Oh, no, it's very nice. And way she, like I said, you ask one's questions. You can't read somebody's heart, so you got to ask questions to see where they're coming from.
Mm-hmm.
And once you're able to ask those questions, then you can go ahead and endeavor to address it. And she's got that down real well, and that's nice. That's very good. Very good.
Very good, very good. So are you an integral part, I would assume, of the football league and everything, right? That she's working on. I assume you were part of that, right?
No, when I got out, I went into the ministry myself of becoming a Jehovah's Witness.
Oh, okay, all right.
So I've kind of couldn't get involved in it anymore. It was kind of tough. Preaching love on Saturday and kind of somewhat laying the wood on them on Sunday. It just didn't work out too well.
Right.
So I went that route, but I'm happy. I understand what you're saying. Ones, like I said, they get out of it and, out of ball, and you're right. That's their world. And later on, so when you get out, so what I'm going to do now, and pursue things. And so it was nice what she was saying. They're setting up something nice for the ball players. I guess she said football players, they get to a certain age. I guess she was talking about flag ball or something. I didn't quite know.
Right.
It's not flag ball, Dad.
You start getting up the 40s and 50s, it gets a little shaky. But
yeah.
No.
Oh, okay.
So they got a nice program going there.
Oh, okay. Well,
that's nice. No, I'm real proud of her and that.
Yeah. Now that answered my question, because I was going to ask you if you had a couple of downs left in you. Get on out there and run around. You got a couple of downs left in you?
I can do a little refereeing.
Okay.
I can throw the flag, I think. But,
yeah. I can do that a little bit too. You sound like me.
yeah, that's about close I can get to it right now.
Yeah. You sound like me. That's about as good as I can do. I can do the whole. I can do that. That's it. I got that for you.
But like she said, as you go through it and different experience you have playing ball,
right,
coming up to high school, college, and pros, and then something I said, you make a decision what you need to do. But once you're out of it, is what do I do now?
Right. Mm-hmm. Did you struggle with that too, or is that
No, I didn't struggle with it because, like I said, once I dedicated my life to Jehovah, it put me in a whole different framework, and so I've enjoyed that, that aspect. I had something filling my life because it was not just accepting, but giving. How could you help others and help yourself too? And you're blessed that way, And so no, I didn't have that, but I know different ones can go through those different things,
Right.
Get away from, hey, what do I do now? My top of my game and my knee goes out, my shoulder, my neck, I can't play at that level anymore. What do I do, And so, but no, I didn't go through that in that regard because I had something to hold on to that was real.
Right.
And so I was able to do that. So,
well,
that's work for me.
Now I'm gonna leave you with this last one question right here for you.
Okay.
Now, Monique spoke earlier about raising of her kids and that she had to use her therapist skills to raise her kids. Was she a tough daughter to raise? Did you have to use some parenting skills to raise her? Was she a tough daughter?
Well, no, not quite under our circumstance, but I see how she dealt with the grands, and one thing I learned about the grand side of it, that's not it's not the same parent that raised you.
Right.
That raised the grandkids. It's a whole different ball game. She did it real, But I enjoyed her, and she kept her head on right, and she came along real well, and she married.
Thank you, Dad.
Yeah, and she married a fine man, with Kenneth.
Very good.
She picked a good man, and so those two come together real well.
Very good, very good. That's good. If good, right there, real good. Well, you know what? I want to thank you both for joining me here. I was trying to bring on some more of your family, but they all got off now. So, but it's okay, because they gonna get a copy of the interview, and they gonna be able to watch it over and over and over with you. So, Monique, go ahead let me know to everybody out there your Instagram. First of all, the show, and what channel is the show going to air on, and when is it airing?
Okay, it's Mind Health Matters. Airs April the 11th, and it's going to be Apple TV, Apple Plus TV, Roku, and Fire Stick. It's going to be on those three. It's going to be streaming then. Mm-hmm.
Okay, and very good. And tell everybody your Instagram and where they can follow you, and your website if you have all that information also.
I would love that. Thank you, Dundee. Lady Monique Elliott, and that's on my Instagram. And then they can also follow me. Can you hear Dundee?
I can hear you.
Dundee?
I can hear you.
Okay, good. Okay.
Yeah.
And yes, and then they can follow me on Twitter at Monique, MONIQUE _. Elliott, but Elliott is spelled with the ELIIOTT. Okay. And then you can also follow me on Facebook at Savvy Vision.
Okay.
So they can look up Savvy Vision and follow me on Facebook, and my website, as I do life coaching as well. And so website is savvyvision.com. So that's one V. SAVY vision.com.
Okay. All right. Very good. Very good. And Gene, if you want to go ahead and let us know your church, and if people happen to be in your town, where can they come to your church?
Yeah, we're Jehovah's Witness. If ones would have a concern or issue about the Bible, they can go to jw.org. Okay, it's a free Bible-based website. Any Bible-based question you may have, you can have it answered on jw.org.
Okay, very good. Well, I want to thank you both for joining me today. And
thank you.
Down the road, we can get you back on real soon. And
I would love it.
And you'll get a copy of this interview. I'm gonna text this to you in a couple of days. Okay.
This was nice.
Okay.
I appreciate it. This was nice.
Very good. Thank you. Thank you both for stopping by.
Thank you, Dundee. It was a pleasure. It was a pleasure.
No problem. And the pleasure's all mine. You all have a good evening. Okay.
Okay. Very good.
All right. Take care.
Okay. You too, honey.
Okay. Bye-bye.
All right. Take care.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Definitely.
Okay, baby. I'll see you.
Bye, Dad.
Definitely.
All right. Love you.
Definitely like to thank both of them for joining me today here on the pop-up interview here on the radio show. Don't forget the show tonight's coming on 9 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, 12 a.m. Eastern. Again, if you want to go ahead and leave your comment below, we'd love to read that about what we just talked about, mental illness going on. Or if you want to get in and talk to me, we'd love to talk to you about that. Wrap-up show. We'll make it happen for you right now. Strictly independent pop and R&B music at its finest, y'all. I turned this computer on. My goodness. Just cut off on me. Again, I'd like to thank Monique Elliott for joining me here today on that end. We make it happen for you. Strictly independent pop and R&B music, y'all. Music reviews are coming up next. The radio show.
Na, 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 na. Nika Leslie. Now on a school, girl full of rules, girl is a cute girl, but you're full of attitude now. Full girl, so you have to stop carrying news now, yeah. Girl, come fi take over some more now. Emotions, relationship. Don't give it to you, now you're committed. Oh, na na na. You want a ride of a life. I'll be there right by your side. Even when the time get hard, just know that I'll be there. Cause I lie for you, I'd cry for you. I compromise my life for you. Yeah. One for the money, two for the show. He in his feelings, so you know they gon' show. Hop in the club, so you know we had to throw it. He put it on me, so you know I had to throw it. Life for the body, need a life for the body. Spend time for the body every night for the body. Watch me wine for the body, lose my mind on it. If a girl think she bad, make sure try for the body. You see the body, then you study it. Do not top of it, we carry rubber hats and we up in it. So all the same day, and out the sublet. Hustle anywhere, just for make a supplement. Now on the school, girl full of rules. Girl, you's a cute girl, but you're full of attitude now. Full girl, so you have to stop carrying news now. Yeah. Girl, come fi take over some move now.